Hey girlies, Kelly here from Just Useful for Girls, and I'm doing a video on how to let your mom use tampons. If you have an easy mom who will break after, please you ask her a couple times, then you don't have to watch this video. If you have a harder mom who doesn't say yes after a couple minutes, keep watching. So, if you want to use tampons, in hard or easy mom, you always need to have your reasons, because if you say, well, Haley wears one, or if it's your best friend, one of my best friend's name is actually, I'm not going to say her name, but one of my best friends, she has her period too, and if I was like, well, so-and-so uses one, I should be able to use a tampon, mom, yeah, that's not going to blow with your mom, because my mom, if I say, well, so-and-so has one, she'd be like, and then I'm not getting it for you, too bad. No mom, even the craziest mom, will be like, no thanks, honey, not gonna happen. Sorry, I just showed you my teeth. I was like, I'll do that next time. Anyway, so, yeah, that's just a quick little thing. You need to come up with reasons. If you swim year-round, ask for them. Because she'll probably break after that. Be like, she can't, I pay for the money and she can't skip a meet because she's on her period. If you play sports, any type of sport, if you just, if you want a little bit more protection, and if you don't like pads the way you want to feel cleaner, you can ask for them. If you just don't feel, I don't know, even though pads are only this thick nowadays and this long, so that can be really uncomfortable, and the wings, my pad that I have is this, one of my pads that I have is this long, so it literally went from, I have one pad where it's this long, it went from the top of my underwear to the back of my underwear, so that long of a pad, yeah, and it had wings, and I went to bed one time, and I was like, okay, this pad is not gonna fly. So anyway, you're just gonna have to give reasons why. And I was like, Mom, I really need to use tampons for, well, actually, I had this big thing, Girl Scout thing, where we got to go swimming and everything, and I was on my period. I got on my period, and I was like, Mom, I need to use a tampon, because I really want to go to this, and the troops already paid, and you need to let me go! Big moment in my life. So anyway, I was like, you need to let me go, Mommy, please. I'm dying to go. And she's like, fine, but I'll show you and everything. And I'm like, whoa, you don't gotta show me. I'll read the instructions on the box. So anyway, I was like, I just really need to use a tampon and everything. And she's like, fine, I guess. And maybe if your mom's like that, where you have a reason, where you have something big coming up and you want to make sure you can go to it because someone's already paid for it, or your mom's already paid for it, your parents, whatever, your dad, I don't know who, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, friends, they're paying, or you really want to go to something, just ask them, and don't be like, Mom. And also, you need to show that you can be responsible using them. You should be like, I know the risk, I know that I can get TSS if I leave them in too long, I know what the symptoms are. You guys should do a bunch of research on that. If you don't know what the symptoms are, you should do research on that. You should be like, I know what the symptoms are, I know what the risk is, I know this, I know that I should change it every 4 to 8 hours, but I know they say every 4 to 8 hours, but I really think 4 to 6 hours. And I'll use the right absorbency, because if I use a regular pad, if I can use a light, I don't know what pad size is, because I don't really use pads that much, but if there's a light pad, if you barely fill up a regular pad, you'll know, you'll be like, Mom, I know what absorbency to use. If I use a regular pad, a super pad, I will use the super tampon if I use a regular pad. And you'll be like, but I'll just use regulars to start out with, because I know that I need to, sorry, I'm flicking a pencil out my door, but anyway, you'll be like, I know what absorbency to use, I know how to use one, I will figure it out, Mom, please, 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 Mama, please. and just ask her and be like, please mom, I'm begging you, I really want to. And don't be like, well, my friends use them. Yeah, no, she's not gonna like that. Be like, I just really want to, and it would be really nice, and it would just, I wouldn't have to worry about it so much. And be like, and I already know what brand, like if you want to use Ubicotex Light, which I've never used actually, but you can use those. Be like, I want to use Ubicotex Light, or Tampax Pearl Light, or Playtex Gentle Guide Light, Playtex Sport Light. Keyword, it does not matter what brand you use as long as it's light. Kotex Security Light. You cannot use even if your flow is like super, where you fill up like a super pad. I'm sorry honey, but you have to wear a regular pad. Not a regular, a light. A light. Come on, you cannot start out with, let's say that this is your super. You cannot start out with a super tampon. I'm sorry, honey. You can only start out with a, let's say this is a light. You have to start out with the light. It's the truth. You can't go from super to light, because if you do, you're just going to end up hurting yourself, because your vagina is not used, unless you're not a virgin anymore. Your vagina is like not that used to having something being like inserted into it and then pushed, so there's something like that inside of it, where there's stuff being absorbed to the blood. Like, it's not absorbed to have something it's not used to having something expand like that, and then you grab the string and pulling it out. Your vagina is not used to that, so you're gonna feel a little, and I'm not gonna lie, your first one kind of hurts just a little bit, because you don't usually insert it right. But I didn't on my first one, so I'm not even gonna say, like, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of people do. Yeah, the first one, piece of cake, easy. I'm always out in the bathroom in 3 seconds tops, unless you used, like, you did them before you even had your period, where you just put the thing, but you didn't click your plunger. But yeah, so your vagina is not used to having something go in it, and it'll go in it and be clicked. But you have to use lights, because they're just the smallest, or there's like slender regulars. If you had to use a regular, use a slender, because they're slender. They're not your usual regulars. They're slender, like that. So that's just, I personally use Tampax Pro, which I told you. My mom uses Playtex Gentle Glide, but that's just our difference in opinion, and I'm thinking about trying Ubicotex, but I'm not sure, because they don't get the greatest reviews, and then they do, so I'm just going to test it, maybe get one of their free samples, but they're out every time I check, so that's just what I'm doing. And I thank you for watching, because I know this video got a little teensy bit long, but just come with your reasons, be confident, tell your mom, write her a note, text her, do whatever, Facebook her, if you're not up going to tell her, but tell her face to face, so it seems like you're confident about using them. That's what I would recommend. And thanks for watching, ladies. There will be more videos coming, and I hope you liked it. Please leave comments below down. Please leave comments, and what do you call them? Requests down below. Okay, down below, and then please email me at kellyappleseed@gmail.com. And I also have a Facebook now, and I'm Kelly Appleseed. Yep, I'm on Facebook. So, I'm on Facebook, and I'm still trying to figure it out and everything. It's not working so well, but I will be using that. So, send me friend requests. So, anyway, thanks for watching, girls, and just thanks. Good luck.